Bicycles as a medium for expression of art are prima facie ignored. It doesn't need to just perform beautifully, it can also look beautiful. Hi, my name is Marc. I am the airbrush artist at Custom Colors. With Bergamont, I was allowed to develop my own ideas. I was allowed to put my expression onto their canvas. The brand ethos is one of youthfulness, of colorfulness, of playfulness. The reason why I would choose a Bergamont is because it's a value proposition, well maintained, with the kind of components that come, whereby in the urban environment, whatever rough roads are, the kind of tire widths that are available with Bergamont's gravel and urban riding machines are quite sufficient to go ahead and give us a comfortable ride in and around Mumbai. So we use a sanding process whereby we actually sand down the whole bike once all the components are absolutely taken out. Every nut, every screw, every bolt is removed, and we do an absolutely factory spec job. As an artist, I chose to represent the confluence between Hamburg and India in the Bergamont Decals, which are represented on the bicycle. I have chosen the skylines. On one side you will see the night sky of India, and on the other side you will see held within the Bergamont logo the night sky of Hamburg. And also you will see Santa Pauli represented on the rear of every seat stay. So that is one thing which is staple in all four bikes with the decals, which I wanted to show how peppy, how colorful Santa Pauli is. Revox is a suspension bicycle, so effectively my canvas was limited just to the frame. So as a frame, I needed to make it in a single color, but I needed to also have that depth in the paintwork. That is why I chose a more holographic or three-dimensional paint job. I am an artist that uses a particular pigment called Spectroflare. Spectroflare is something that allows you to flash light on any spectrum, on any base color. The darker the better, and it gives a rainbow effect. And also I wanted to give it a more three-dimensional look. So I just used the Bergamont logo all over the bike and developed this entire paint scheme from scratch. The Bergamont Grandurace which I painted, I chose a particular scheme whereby I wanted to go ahead and represent the colors of Holi, but I wanted to have each color have its own particular passage. I wanted them to have their own individual representation, which actually give a very lovely contrast once in the sun. So the Bergamont Hilux is a bike which is close to my heart from the Bergamont range. The reason for that is that the Hilux was developed individually for the Indian market. So I chose a very unique paint job to represent our Indian rangolis and our Indian mandala artwork all over the bike. It's probably one of the most difficult artworks that I have done in the past 20 years. I haven't had an opportunity to represent so many colors on an individual basis in an artwork, but this really gave me the freedom to use whatever colors I wished. It is extremely minute, extremely detailed. Each mandala is hand drawn onto the bicycle surface and takes a huge amount of man-hours to complete. But having said that, it is one of the most satisfying paint jobs which I have done, because I believe that this is not just a bicycle paint job but a true work of art in motion. So with the sweep, I wanted to do colors of Holi represented in a mishmash of colors. I have not used any brushes, any medium to apply the paint. It is solely done by fingers. The paint is wet on wet application, and it is extremely flat covered, and it shows the entire confluence of the colors that come about once we play in the festival of colors, which is Holi. Because the myriad hues that come about with a mixture of colors is really fantastic to see in open sunlight. I strongly believe in the universality of art, whereby any medium which is used to express an artist's emotions or an artist's feelings, and even if it brings a little bit of joy to somebody's life, that is what really makes the difference.